Oh, that makes me smile. Hey guys. Hey GB, Jess, Jen H, Elisa Casada. Hey Tommy, Leonard Lev, Leslie Chisme. I gotta call Chisme back. Chisme. Hey baby girl. Yes, Tommy. There's a lot going on behind the scenes with Heather Cannon.
It sure is.
We had a super busy day on Friday. I told the members in members chat the update, but we are waiting for a lot of phone calls.
Yeah, Elisa, I love the intro too. I'm sitting here bopping when it's playing.
It's cute, right? Maybe I should shorten it up a little bit. I think the monkey needs to be smoking a joint.
Hey, Jess, how are you, sweater? Hey,
So,
Jen.
with Heather, really the update, Tommy, is what I would love to do is talk to Query from the roller skating rink. And I was supposed to do that today, but something else came up and I had to take care of something. But yeah, we've been in touch with the Texas Rangers, a man for missing exploited children. The PI is on his way out. What else is going on there? Two new pieces of information that have not been talked about in the whole entire 13 years that she's been missing.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully, somebody in the Facebook group will do the right thing and send me an anonymous email of what happened to Heather that night. Well, actually, where she is. Hey, gamer guy. Uh-oh, he needs to ask me something.
Do you want to do it live, Gamer Guy, or do you want to send an email?
Watch out, guys. Okay, I'm listening, gamer guy. Okay. Am I 21? Yes. Am I a virgin? Yes. What are you coughing at over there?
Oh,
Gamer guy, if you scream one more time, I'm going to poke you in the ear. All right. So that's really the update with Heather is we're going to know more after some meetings are done with and we have a meeting with the Texas Rangers. They want the intel that we have. So I actually feel like it's going to take that one person. Like I keep telling them, you have children of your own now. If anything, just, tell us where she is or where she last was. Like let this little girl have some peace. 15 years old.
Gamer Guy's being persistent.
Gamer guy is getting ready to get timed out. So what is the update on Elle, Kaz? Okay, well, you're not asking me, and you're really kind of being annoying, gamer guy, so I have to time you out. Okay. What is the update on Elle?
Michelle, Elle.
Yeah, Michelle. Well, for one, her sister completely blocked me.
Yeah, you've been a bad girl, Ma. Bad girl.
So I can't get any more updates on her sister on Twitter because Danielle blocked me because I guess I don't know why she blocked me. I mean, the only thing I was doing was trying to help find her sister.
I know. I can have a quick look to see if there is anything on there. Meaning you can't anymore.
I mean, I did speak to Detective Mogul and I sent her all of the text messages that I showed you guys in the emails to where we had like 16 people with all the same story and then the two that were like when we were growing up and the ex-boyfriend's a monster and I sent the detective all of that. She wanted it, I sent it. She said if she needs anything else she'll contact me or if I get anything else to contact her.
Mm.
But I would love for that email to come, Kaz.
Well, yes. So do I. I mean, every morning when I get up, that's the first thing I look for.
Right? The email that one person is going to do the right thing by that poor Heather Cannon.
Yeah.
I mean, her best friend Cassie too. God, it's like this poor girl has been holding this since she was in middle school. She's married with children now,
I know. It's
and
sad.
she's not going to stop. Okay, now let's get to the one that I can't wrap my head around.
Oh, yeah, this is going to drive you bonkers.
Tommy Webb, that is why I reached out to you too. I needed your help so bad. It's just mind blowing. This whole case is. Yeah, it's mind blowing. Yep, there's a lot of people that are mind blowing in this case, and there's a lot of people that are trying to gaslight people in this situation. But from what I have found out and the people that I've spoke to in the last week, I'm going to say that some people are getting ready to just. I think some people just want Heather found, but they're afraid.
Yeah.
So
Which is sad.
it is sad. Okay. Well, Kaz has a confession to make to you guys.
I knew this was going to happen. I will do it. I will do it. I am guilty of leading Ma astray.
No, no. I
I
should
am.
have.
I am. I'll admit to it. I will admit to it. The person that we thought was the father of Chrissy's youngest child is not whom we thought it was. We have now categorically found 100% who the father is, and I'm sitting here eating humble pie.
But that's okay, though. I mean, because at the end of the day, we couldn't understand how this guy was going to London and how he's posting updates a year the day she's found. Like, it wasn't making sense unless he's that cold. And it wasn't going side by side to what her mom was saying. But now we've got it.
It makes
We've
sense.
got it.
Yeah. Cass is in the naughty corner.
Right? You are so in time out, you little Kazaroo.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm kind of glad it wasn't him, but I will say that this one, if he does live where he supposedly lived for a while, then he's towards the Austin area. So it doesn't look like she was doing any drive-bys on the way to the Huebner Oak Center.
Correct.
Okay, who in the chat did not see my earlier video with Chrissy's mom talking about getting her ashes and her being in the car and all of the little things that she was collecting to have her own house? Yeah, Leslie. Oh, we found him. He's not much on him. Younger, a lot younger. 7 years younger.
And he's cute.
What is it? Yeah, we'll tell you his first. It's in the article, so it's not even like. And then we. And you know what's funny is we saw him in the beginning, but we crossed him off the list because Kaz was like, it's the Ryan, but no, Ryan was the kid. But it's weird because Chrissy and this man, they could have still had a relationship, but nothing like serious.
Yeah.
Her and the one that we thought were together. But anyways, the mother said that Chrissy was They just got 2 new puppies. Oh gosh, gamer guy. Some gamer guy, please, not tonight. And we're going to show you Chrissy's Facebook page too. Who goes and adopts 2 puppies from the Humane Society and then you're going to go do what you're going to do and you're not going to leave a letter?
Exactly.
Well, we did make a mistake, but you know what? I'll tell you what. Kaz and I were for 3 hours focused tonight on before we go live. We need to figure out who Papa is. And here we got lucky. Kaz was reverse searching, imaging. And then we found an article out of the UK
Good
that
old
tells us,
UK.
gamer guy, please stop. Or you're really gonna have to go for the night because that's really annoying. So if you guys want him to go away, you guys can do what you have to do because gamer guy, please stop. I don't have the patience for that tonight. I'm monstrating. So we found this article, but so the mother's article though, I want to talk about because she says that they love gardening, that the father of her 3-year-old was her best friend, but they had a fight the day before. The boss was the one that called her at 10 a.m. when she woke up and she overslept after arguing with, what's his name, Chris?
Yes.
Chris. And then the whole plaza thing about her being slumped over. You know what? We're going to go back and we're going to read that article, that one part, real quick about the surveillance cameras because I'm still not convinced.
Yeah. You want me to read this article?
No, not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Okay, the one thing I want to touch on that doesn't make any sense to me is this one part in this one article. Yeah, we're going to touch on this one in a second. But this part right here kind of still gets to me. I mean, how many days was Chrissy in the parking lot? She went missing on the 5th.
Correct.
Okay. So if she went missing on the 5th, she was found on the 23rd. How many days is that? I mean, am I like not able to even count anymore?
No, you can count, sweetheart. You can count. Well,
Because this
from the
says
23rd is, and I've got my calendar up in front of me. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 days precisely.
exactly. So why do they keep trying to tell me right here? The current's most read story involved the revelation that missing San Antonio mom Chrissy Powell's car sat in a shopping center parking lot for 12 days before a security guard reported it. That's all they say in this one little article. What is
It's
12,
bamboozling.
12 days, 10 days? I mean, 3 weeks, 2 weeks? Like, how long was she there? Hey, Tina. Oh, welcome. 12 days.
Mm-hmm.
Why doesn't this? I can't wrap my head around this one to save my life. And let's get into this one. This one's all you if you want, but I'll still share it with
Okay,
them.
yeah, because my internet's not the best at the moment. Okay.
Huh. 12 days. Why am I confused on that 12 days? People keep saying 2 weeks, a little under 2 weeks, over 2 weeks, 12 days. If she left her house at 10:35, whatever, and she got to the plaza at 11 a.m., and you see her on the camera, which we'll touch on that one other part, from how they say it, I don't believe they saw who was driving the car. I believe they saw the car come in, and I believe that they didn't see the doors open from what they could
Mm-hmm.
see and what they were watching.
Yeah.
Something so wrong about this. Okay, let me shut up because I have a week built up in me to talk about this.
All right. Chrissy Powell, 39, was found in a car on Monday, 3 weeks after she went missing. The mystery surrounding the disappearance and death of Texas mother Chrissy Powell has deepened with the discovery of a body which was found decomposing in the passenger seat of a car in a strip mall parking lot where it had undergone where it had gone unnoticed for a week.
Oh, now it's a week.
You see, this is where the twist in it, because the they're taking tidbits of what the security guard said. He'd seen it there a week ago, so they're saying a week. They're not
Hmm.
getting their story straight. Powell, a 39-year-old paralegal and mother of two, vanished from a home on July 5th. Eerie ring camera footage showed her rushing out of her home with her purse slung over one shoulder. She didn't take her phone with her, and she also left her home without her medication.
But think about it. If you're only going to go to work and her mom says that she takes her 2 pills at night, why would you?
Mm,
Hey, sweet
Exactly,
Carolina, why would you take the medication with you?
exactly, exactly.
That makes no sense if you're going to take your nighttime meds with you to work. Okay.
Correct. Her body was discovered in the passenger seat of a car parked outside the Salt Grass Steakhouse in the Hoodner Oaks shopping plaza. A security guard said he decided to approach the car because it had been sitting there for a week. As he got closer, he senses a foul odor coming from inside. It could have been carbon monoxide, heat exposure, or medication. We don't know. San Antonio police source. Now Chris's grieving family and friends remain at a loss over where she was for the first 2 weeks she was missing, why the car was noticed a week ago and not reported, and crucially, how she died. It's for me to understand the fact that this car might have been there for 3 weeks and wasn't reported. Was the car there this whole time? If it wasn't, where was it? Chrissy's Nissan is shown in the spot where it had been parked for a week before she was found inside. And we've all seen that photo. If you could just move down a little bit more where they're showing the car. And of course, they're showing the uh, Herpner Oaks Central Mall photo, which we've seen before. Chrissy's vehicle was found in the parking lot at the Herpner Oaks Strip Mall in San Antonio, Texas.
I'll take one
So,
too, please, Leslie. I can't make
yeah,
sense of this.
yeah,
I think the security guards were talking in the beginning and they didn't want to confess to really probably how long the car was there. But I think once the jewelry cam footage came out that said that she pulled in that plaza, the car pulled in at 11 a.m.
yeah,
Because I'm not convinced at all that they can see who's driving, how many people are in it. But I think they're going off of surveillance camera to see if the door is opened.
yeah. I concur with that.
Hmm. No, my
Um,
elderly cat. She got there 30 minutes after she left her house on the 5th.
mm.
So that's what the
Somehow,
camera at the jewelry store is telling us.
yeah, it did. Somehow the car went undetected for a week despite sitting between a steakhouse, a Chipolati, and an REI store. Eventually, someone approached it yesterday and found her inside. Chrissy vanished from her home on July 5th, leaving home in a hurry while with her white purse. She was filmed on ring camera footage leaving the property. Her car was first 4 miles away. That doesn't make good grammatical sense. On July 18th, but she was not noticed in a vehicle until July 25th. She was due to show up to work but failed to do so. Powell, who was driving a black Nissan Rouge,
Where are you reading from?
I'm reading from the article from the UK, babe.
Oh, there we go. Okay, I found you. I
Go
was trying to
down.
find the spot where you were.
Yeah, go to the ring cam picture and just
I mean, I'm not trying to be mean. So we know from the other article that she was literally slumped forward, her mom said, so you couldn't see her at the line of the door.
yeah.
But I mean, I'm not thinking unless someone slumped her forward. She probably wasn't slumped over in the beginning if she was alive when she pulled into the shopping plaza. Now, would she have been? But why was she still? I can't get over the passenger seat. I am never going to get over the passenger seat.
Hmm. Can you move down, please, Mom?
Oh, you can see now. Okay.
Well, I'm actually flicking between two screens. Can you keep going down, down? I've gone way past there, darling.
Well,
Way
it's
past.
over.
Oh, I'm reading the different article to what you've got put up. I'm reading the one that has you know whose photo in it.
Yeah. I was right there. Keep reading and I'll show you where you are. You're at his name, right?
Yep.
I'm right here.
Oh, how come it's not showing the photos? Okay.
I don't know.
Okay, because I've got the photos. You haven't.
Well, then
Ooh.
you should share your screen because you probably have the photos because you're closer to the UK than I am. Hey, Sylvia. Hey,
Ah,
Tina.
all right, I will share my screen then. Okay, here I come. You ready, folks?
Dun, 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 dun. Oh, Sylvia, thank you. Yeah, Tommy, that's what we need. We need to get a hold of Corey from the skating rink. I plan on calling her tonight. She's probably skating her little butt off right now. Oh, look it. Now, listen, this is in the article, guys. So we're not doxing anyone. We're just going to further go in with who this guy is.
Yeah, and this is in the article too.
Yes.
I,
So,
I just moved down. This is also in the article, and it says, I quote, Chris Caddy is the father of Chrissy's 3-year-old son. He lives with the child. Police have not named any suspects and they say there is no sign of foul play. They cleared her other ex as a suspect early in the investigation.
and that, so who was that? Probably Ryan's father.
I would say so, yes.
And remember, though, she was married twice. She was married to a pal and she was married to Ortiz. Mobley, I mean, Claudia, Chrissy's mom said that she was no longer in contact with either one of the exes.
Correct. That is correct.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
there is a little bit of a quote in the paper from Claudia's her mum's um, Facebook page. And I'm just scrolling down. You'll see it in a second.
Yeah,
It
it's
says,
a sad one.
yeah, update. My beautiful daughter, Christina Powell, has been found deceased. I'm heartbroken. Thank you for all your prayers. And that shows Christina with her eldest son.
Mm-hmm.
Powell's heartbroken mother, Claudia Mobley, wrote on Facebook on July 25th that her daughter had been found deceased. Mobley had used social media to plead for information about her whereabouts after she vanished. Not knowing is one thing, but trying to put all the pieces together is even more frustrating. Christie's best friend, Lauren, told local outlet Kent's 5 yesterday. Powell has a 12-year-old son.
Sorry. Should
It's
be saying
okay.
something funny. I could hear her saying that with her accent.
Oh. Powell has a 12-year-old son from a previous relationship and a 3-year-old with Katie. She and a 12-year-old son were living with her mother. The fact that Chrissy was found in the passenger seat and not in the driver's seat remains a mystery too.
A mystery? Yeah, you think? Just a little bit. Just a little bit of a mystery in the passenger seat.
The San Antonio Police Department does not seem to have any more answers than the family. Police sources on Tuesday told Daily Mail that they do not know how Chrissy passed, but that they believe her death was self-inflicted based on the fact that her body showed no sign of
Ah,
trauma.
bull crap. Bull crap. Listen, okay? First of all, when we were explained what she would have looked like, And then that whole Twitter situation with that psychic that I was, when I saw her tweet, I mean, this is so bizarre. She was in a shopping plaza for 3 weeks, rushing to a new job, left the phone at home. If this was going to do, she would have left a note. She would not have done that. Puppies. I'm going to show you guys what her mom was saying that she just did before she did this. It makes
Mm,
no sense.
mm.
And the whole passenger side,
Yeah, that's bizarre.
I can't.
They go on to say it could be
I
a number
asked
of
that, Leslie, if she was slumped. No, she was in the passenger seat, slumped forward. I don't even want to think about how. Oh, I can't. I can't. Because what we were
mm.
told by somebody who, whew,
Well,
yeah,
another report I
oh,
read, it said she was slumped to the side of the vehicle in the passenger seat, not actually forwards. She was on the
well,
side.
her
So,
friend Lauren Perez, and if you're listening, Lauren, please email me, monkeymar at gmail. She said that she was there when they found her, like when the
yeah,
car
I
was
know.
found, because people were texting her saying that her car has been found. I don't know if she's in it. So they went to the plaza,
Hmm.
and she says that she was slumped forward. But I don't know. I guess we're never going to know unless we're going to, and I don't want to see a picture of it, so it doesn't matter. I'm never going to look at it.
Hmm.
So if you guys ever find out, we might find out when the reports released how she was actually in the car. But I really don't know if I can imagine that because when he told us that EM guy that picked up that one body that was,
Yeah.
oh, I can't even imagine. Like I can't even kill a bug and have to clean it up. I couldn't. I can't. Oh, yeah, I'm good.
It says it could be a number of things: carbon monoxide, heat exhaustion, medication. We don't know until we get the medical examiner's report back. A person with knowledge of the investigation said. The Bear County Medical Examiner has completed its autopsy, but a manner and cause of death has not yet been given. As a result, the autopsy report has not yet been made public. A spokesman from the office told the paper on Tuesday that it may be 6 months before they release the report, which could delay the police investigation dramatically.
Can you imagine that? 6 months. Hey, C Parlove. What happened to the story that her car did not get there until a week after she went missing? Well, that was the story at the beginning because of the shopping security guards. I guess they didn't have their story right, but supposedly a jewelry store caught her on camera pulling into the plaza at 11:05. But I'm going to share that when Kaz is done with this article about the
Mhm.
things her mom was talking about before she went missing. Yeah, it doesn't sound like this to me was not planned. It could have been an accidental suicide. I said this from day one. Or she got hot in the car, or she passed out, or she had an aneurysm, a heart attack. We've been through every scenario. I get all of that. But why in the passenger seat? That's what I can't connect. That's like the big part that doesn't connect, in my opinion, to anything.
Yeah, I agree. To date, there's been no suggestion from the police of foul
And
play.
Raoul's in the house. Kaz is going to punch me in my nose. Let me put my tape on.
Earlier in her disappearance, police ruled out Chrissy's sister in announcing her passing on Facebook, signaled that she had been having mental health problems. Hold on and hug your loved ones extra tight. Check on those friends who are going through hard times, her sister Jennifer said. Chrissy's mother, Claudia, has been appealing for any information that could lead to whereabouts on social media. On Monday, she posted that she was heartbroken by the discovery of her daughter's body. That's so very, very sad. Any family has to go through this. Okay, Mark,
Okay.
over to you, dear.
Okay, so let's go to this article real quick, and let's see if this sounds like somebody who is not buying it. And then we're gonna go look at her Facebook page. because the dogs and everything. Okay, even if she was going to do this, like Brian Laundrie, I was convinced the day that little boy walked off into the reserve, I said he's going to kill himself and he's going to leave a letter. He's going to leave. I thought he was going to leave a much bigger journal, though. I thought it was going to be like extraordinary. But I mean, you would feel that she would leave something like her
Mm.
3 year old, the 12-year-old, her mom. Okay, not sure what's next. Chrissy Powell's mom recounts the ill-fated search for her daughter. So I'm not going to get, I mean, let's just, Claudia Mobley is a few years retired from her career as a computer teacher at Rhodes Elementary. As she prepared for retirement, she looked forward to spending more time with her own family. So her, Chrissy, and the grandson Ryan all lived together. She was a paralegal, 39 years old, a week into a permanent position with a law firm. So she was a week into the permanent position.
Well,
So
that
it was
differs
not
again.
the so was it the first day or was it the week into the position?
Well, Sanchez, when he did the interview, that was her employer, said it was the first day of her full time on the
What
Monday.
I thought. So we know where the office was, 6243 West Interstate 10. Her older son Ryan, 12, was attending band camp, honing his skills on the euphonium, a brass instrument, but Powell disappeared on her way to work July 5th. After more than 2 weeks of searching and wild guesses, more than 2 weeks. I mean, why can't we get the days right of how long she was missing for? So, this is not like rocket science. The 5th to the 23rd.
Mm-hmm.
Powell was found dead in her SUV parking lot in the Huebner Oak Shopping Center. So it was 4 miles from her house, 10-minute drive. On the day she vanished, she overslept till 10 a.m. Someone from work called asking where she was. She said she would be late. Okay. Why are we even answering the phone if we plan on going to the plaza and hurting ourselves? Like, nothing makes sense here. So her mom remembers seeing her daughter dash out the door, foregoing her usual routine and preparing for the day. She even forgot the iPhone, but her Apple Watch stayed on, contrary to other reports, Mobley said. Powell was slightly pale from oversleeping and hurried. That right there makes no sense to me. Slightly paled from oversleeping and hurried. She just kind of threw herself together and said she was late, zoomed out the door. Powell left the front door open as she headed straight for her 2020 Nissan Rogue. Be careful, her mother remembered telling her. The doorbell camera captured footage of what might have been Powell's last steps. 10:34 a.m. The video that would circulate online after her disappearance. Mobley thought her daughter had made it to work until later that day, when a coworker showed up at the front door with 2 officers. They spoke with Powell's son Ryan and asked him to check to make sure she wasn't in her room. That's when I knew she hadn't showed up for work, Mobley said. She began calling people she hoped might know of her daughter's whereabouts: the father of Powell's 3 year old Elijah, her best friend, and her ex husband. Perhaps Powell had gone to visit her father, or maybe she had flown to visit her sister in Utah. So she searched on the route to work. She looked at Walmart, checked hotel parking lots. In reporting her disappearance, the police she emphasized Powell's struggles with anxiety and depression. Okay, let me go back to chat.
All right. I can
Would
answer
you
Leslie
ever want
P's
to be in a
question.
hot car with anxiety? Would you even want to deal with something like that if you had anxiety? Because I don't think I would. I was
No.
hot today. I can't handle the heat in Maine right now. Like, I want to just like karate chop something. There's no way I would sit in a hot car with anxiety like that. It just wouldn't happen. I don't think
Uh,
that would be the way to do it with somebody with anxiety.
no, no. Leslie P, your question, would her iWatch work without her iPhone? Absolutely.
It's a great
I
question. If she had a separate SMS card for the watch.
Yeah, when you buy an iPhone, it automatically takes your pulse and your heart rate, even without that card. It automatically records it. Even the most generic of smartwatches do that now
Hey,
without
Pamela.
any specific cards in it or anything. and then it uploads to the iPhone when you sync it together.
Okay, so
Um,
let me ask you this, Kaz. If you were wearing your watch and you had your phone at home and you were kidnapped and your watch was found on you later, can they get that information off that watch at a later time?
yes, I can.
Oh shoot. I want the
because
information off the watch then. Hey,
because
Pamela Smith.
I can go down the road to say the shopping centre, and I'll come home, and as soon as I come home, it syncs with my iPhone, and it will tell me how many kilometres I've just travelled.
Oh, that's interesting.
Mm.
Yeah, that's why I don't have a smart watch because I don't want that thing telling me you need to walk more, move, you lazy bitch. I'm gonna be like having conversations with my watch in the store, like, hey, shut up.
Every 30 minutes, it tells you, get up.
And then when people look at me, I'll be like, hey, I'm having a staff meeting. I'll be okay. Okay, so let's get this. So the police would take notes, but they wouldn't put her on the missing persons list, Mobley said, but they finally did it. It seemed like it was after I emphasized the depression and anxiety. Now Mobley, 70, is left to grapple with the questions that surround her daughter's death, particularly how Powell could be left there for so long in a parking lot that is often busy with people eating at restaurants, shopping at box retail stores. I don't get it either because if you even parked next to her and you got out the passenger side and you're like close into a car next to you and her windows aren't dark and you get out and you happen to glance in there and see a lady slumped over, come on, she's not 5'4", 6". She's 5'6". Okay, I mean, unless her head is slumped down at her feet, and at that point in the process of everything until she got there, somebody, I mean, she had to have been sitting up in the beginning. No, or was she
Yeah,
always, or did somebody slump her from the very beginning
we don't
and
know.
came in the plaza with one person driving in the car to make it look like she was alone, maybe?
I don't know.
Okay, let's get so. The Monday morning atmosphere is still quiet at Mobley's house. She sits calm and collected on a soft green sofa chair in the living room. Light flows into the room from a large window, which affords a backyard view of a variety of plants and two dogs, both eager to come back inside. The mutt Chevy and Oliver bark impatiently as Mobley glances outside from the chair. Her daughter and grandson recently adopted the dogs from the Animal Care Service shelter. Ryan wanted one and Powell wanted the other. I'm not a dog person, so it's been kind of a learning experience, she said. She seems like a grumpy little grandma. Powell had a passion for gardening that she shared with her mother. The backyard was filled with succulents and orchids she grew. In her room, Powell was stocking up on household items in the hopes that one day she would move into her own home. Mobley and her daughter loved Ryan so much that they joked they would maintain joint custody of him even if she ever found a place of her own. So, about a week before Powell's body was found, a security guard noticed a black SUV parked at the shopping center. The same guard was on duty July 23rd when he noticed the SUV was still there. So it looks like this. They have like how many different guards going through this place?
There's not a regular one that goes through there. They're on a rota, so they keep, they're all different. I think it was just a fluke that they happened to have the same guard that had been there a week ago.
Uh, well, then how do people know after 24 hours things are going to get towed if you don't even have the same guard there?
Well, that's an extremely good question, sweetheart.
Well, that's
Extremely good
false
question.
advertising as far as I'm concerned.
Just to scare you.
Okay, so the news of her disappearance resonated both locally and nationally. Mobley continues to receive calls from so many news outlets that she has stopped answering her phone. So we did that part. So foul odor. He looked inside and saw a body in the front passenger seat and he called police. After officers swarmed the scene, Mobley received pictures from supporters showing the black SUV surrounded by police. One person who sent her an image said, it took 3 days for police to notify a relative in a similar situation. So they didn't want her to experience the agony and the wait. So she called the detective. He said it confirmed it was her car. The ID was in her purse. But here is this part right here. Police told Mobley they found security camera footage that shows the SUV driving into a parking space shortly after 11 a.m. July 5th, the day Powell went missing. No one is seen getting out of the vehicle. Now,
Well,
that
that
to
tells
me
us.
is so. Oh. Okay, this last part, and then really it's just where she was and the fact that they don't that we have to wait for the autopsy. But so then it says the car was near an ATM, a Ross Dress for Less, which we know it was completely across the parking lot from the lot, the Ross Dress from Less. It was closer to the Chipotle, with its large blue letters could be seen in the distance. Police told Mobley her daughter was found slumped on the passenger side. So she was on the passenger side and she was slumped. Was she slumped to the side or was she slumped forward? I don't know. If you just walked by the car, you probably wouldn't see her sitting there, Mobley said.
Well, that tells me she was on the side then.
Why?
Well,
Why?
if you look at the front of the car, it's not got a very high dash. So as she was slumped at the front, you would see a body slump forward.
Hmm.
Unless
I mean, but what if
her
she
head
was?
went right between the legs.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What if she was like? I mean, I hate to say this, but what if she was sitting up for a while and then when she started? Well, no, I don't know.
Mm.
I like what if she was like starting to get
Nauseous, and like you put your head between
like
your legs scenario.
pliable. No, like her body just kind of like starting to
Yeah, I know what you're trying to say.
get bad.
Became limp. It went limp and fell forward.
Okay. So this is the her Facebook. This is a Facebook of a woman who wants to go drive herself and sit in a hot car. I just it's in the passenger seat, right, Kitty? Stop with your little tail. So here's her little puppies that she got. Look at how cute they are.
Adorable.
Ooh, that little puppy is skinny. Aw, a baby boppy pillow.
Aw.
Cute.
When were these posted, Ma?
Huh?
When were these photographs posted?
Well, these were June 10th.
Okay.
So 3 weeks before she ended up in the parking plaza. And then the one before that is October 21st. Because I'm not
She
her
wasn't a
friend.
big poster then. Yeah.
Well, she could be posting the friends and family, but we just don't see it. But yeah, you can look at her photos. I mean, she didn't seem to me like she was unhappy. I mean, and whatever these cute little things are that she's doing with acorns and squashes or something. That one looks like a little gremlin,
Cute.
right? And here is this picture that was, thank you, Control C and Control U. So that's him and the baby of the 3-year-old. And that's her and the father of. Wait, yeah. Wait, no. Yeah, okay. Of Ryan, the best friend.
It's Lauren. Yeah.
I just don't see anyone that this looks like somebody who is going to go sit in a hot car and just call it a day on the passenger seat.
Mhm. But I mean, all I can say is, and I'm speaking from my own experiences here. I've been in a very dark place, and I was functioning. And
I know, Pamela, but I get it. If you're on the driver's seat or something, but the whole passenger seat just just doesn't sit well with me.
I agree with you, Pamela. That's what I was just going to say to Ma. I was in a very, very bad place a few years back, and outwardly nobody knew. It was like there was two of me. There was a me that I let everybody see, but there was a me that was ill, and the ill part nearly won. And thank God he didn't. But you know, if you looked at my Facebook, you would never have picked it. If you met me, you would never have picked it. What the turmoil I was going through, but the part of the sitting on the passenger side is
Ah, I get all
bizarre.
that. I get all of that. Casually it to me, but I just don't. I just, I mean, unless you would, so then she just scooched over from the driver. I just something is so weird.
Yeah, but you've got what I was trying to explain to Ma is you have to live, walk, walk in the shoes of a person that's
You
in a
would have
bad
left
place.
a note. I don't know. I can't accept it.
Yeah, I know you can't because you've never been in that position. But
I know it doesn't sit well with me. You can tell me till I'm blue in the face. Even the camera doesn't add up. The leaving the phone, the not calling the work. I'm telling you, it was like she was going to meet someone and something occupied her mind. And hey, maybe it is a 3-year-old father. I'm not counting him out yet. Everyone is still a suspect to me.
mm.
Even you, the one that was in London. I'm only kidding. Lynn, I get that, but would you sit in a hot car if you had anxiety or if you were gonna sit there and do what you were gonna do? Like with anxiety, like why like that? Why wouldn't you just like leave a letter and stay in the driver's seat and go park in the shade? It just doesn't add up.
And well, your brain's not functioning properly when you're in that state of mind.
Yeah, I know, but I just I can't wrap my head around it.
I know. I understand that.
And especially where she was in the parking lot. Okay, there is no way that you can't tell me that she was not supposed to be found sooner. I don't.
Oh, I agree with you there totally. Oh, she should have been found sooner, categorically.
And the fact that they can't confirm that she was driving in the plaza alone, or hey, maybe she was in the car slumped over when they drove in too. Maybe
Mm,
somebody parked her in the parking spot. She'll be found, and I'm going out the back passenger seat, right across where the Ross is. You could not. We have been in. We have looked at the cameras. We have tried.
mm.
You
Oh,
know, you
yeah.
could get out that back passenger without being seen.
Yeah, you can.
I mean, why can't you say that you know for a fact she's driven alone? Like, I want that information. I want to know what her watch said just before. Would it say that she had a flat line on her heartbeat on her watch?
Um, how you set them up is you can set it up to take half hourly readings or hourly readings,
But can you turn
and
it off
only from your
completely?
phone. Well, you can't actually turn it off, but you can set it like once every 24 hours or once every 2 days. But
So what happens when so how long does an iWatch battery usually last? How long before it goes dead?
um, about or just over a week.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Gen H. Something is just. I mean, I can accept all of that. I know she was depressed from what her mom says, but I think honestly, when she's living with her mom and she's getting ready to let her know that she's getting ready to take care of a 12-year-old, I just kind of think you might leave a little note for mom.
Mm,
I'm sorry that I did this, and just something like just something is not right. I think the
no,
mom. I don't even think the mom is okay with what's going on. To be honest with you, every article she's a little suspect of her being there so long, her not
yeah,
being seen. I mean, it's just yes.
but you've also got to remember not everybody initially sets out to do harm to themselves, and not everybody leaves a note.
I get that. And I
Mm,
understand that completely, but you wouldn't but why the but then I go to the passenger side. So
Yeah,
you can give me anything you want, and I understand it 1,000%, and I get it, but I don't get the passenger side of the car.
yeah, yeah. The passenger side of the car is unusual.
In the middle, and excuse my French, but could you imagine how effing hot it was in that plaza in San Antonio, Texas, with not even a tree? Okay, so all the parking spots with those three big trees right there, why couldn't we park five to the towards Chipotle under a
Yeah.
tree? Why are we going to park dead in the middle of the
Mm,
heat of a shopping plaza at 11 o'clock in the morning and nobody sees you for that long? What in
yeah.
the entire fuck are you talking about? Hey, Monica. Oh, I'm not Monica. We will tell you
Oh,
when
she's
we're
like a
wrong.
dog with a bone.
We will tell you when we're wrong. Like, we're really sorry, Mr. Ryan W. Hope we
Mm,
didn't lead it and lose any $1 million house sales. But this
mm,
is just something's wrong.
yeah,
The whole parking position, the ATM angle,
yeah.
it's all wrong. It's all just wrong.
I mean, I could, you know me, I can give, I would think outside of the box and I could give you, different scenarios of what could have happened, but we won't know. We may
It's
never know,
well,
unfortunately.
well, they're gonna have to release the report, and they're gonna have to release what was found in the case, and they're gonna
Well,
have
no,
to release her autopsy.
technically they don't have to release it to the public.
Oh, if it's not a criminal case and it's not, then yes, they will. It will come out. That's all. We're allowed all of that information, Kaz.
I am.
We just have to request it. Oh, absolutely. And the sad part is, you could probably even get pictures of it if.
Oh,
Oh, absolutely.
yo.
I would never do that. I couldn't even look at a dead bug. I couldn't even.
I've got,
I couldn't even
I've
get
got,
through when I was being explained what her body would have looked like. I couldn't
I've got
get past the
disease.
green black soup. When he would, I couldn't believe when he said the soup thing. I was, and this was, oh, hot girl. That's exactly what the EMS called her. It would have been like, what did he say, Cass? I can't even say it.
I don't want to say it, but it wouldn't have been pleasant.
I'm gonna say it because it's honestly the truth,
Mm,
and
I
that's
know,
what
I know.
EM call people that are left in the heat.
Mm.
Hot soup. Oh, there's a big green thing crawling in here. Oh, what is that? It looks like a leaf with legs. What on God's earth are you? Oh, you're kind of cute.
Praying
Come,
mantis. It's praying mantis.
do they bite? Ah, it flies. Ah, I think it's a
It eats
grasshopper.
bugs.
Oh, it's a
It eats.
grasshopper.
Oh, it's okay. Eats bugs.
Mm,
Oh, Leslie, you're a sweetheart.
I'm tired of this
I
wild
tell
life,
if I ever go missing, I want Mara on my case.
right? Choose me. I get it, but claustrophobic and move over into the passenger seat with the heat. No, you need to get out of the car.
Mm.
I'm starting to think that hey, Junie. Yeah, Junie, I'm going to take a picture of it when I get off and show you guys. I don't know where it went, though. I do not know where it went. It's like he was really skinny too, it almost looked like a pea pod with grasshopper legs, but it was really thin
That sounds like a praying mantis.
and it
The,
flies.
yeah.
Excuse me. And it flies. It was just flying into the light, but now I can't find it. And it was like an inch and a half long, and its little skinny legs. Oh, there it is. Look, it's on the chair. Hi. Oh, here. I'll take a picture. Okay, so that's my thoughts on this, guys. Yeah, June, I'm gonna take a picture of it. I've never seen one of these things before. Oh, the cat just got it. Never mind. Ah, it's on the computer screen. Sorry, guys.
She forgets that I've got headphones on and
Sorry, guys, but the cat almost ate the little flying green thing.
he's protecting you, Ma.
Yeah, he's just crawling up the curtain. I think it's a grasshopper. Do don't they eat like their girlfriends? These little praying mantis things.
No, it's the reverse. The girlfriends eat the boy's head once they've copulated.
Well, how do we know that this isn't a boy? Like, I don't see
You
any
don't.
like balls or nothing. Hell
Uh,
no, Sylvia, it's not a locust. I know what locusts look like. My uncle used to have them in his trees in Ohio, and man, in summer at night, those things were scary. No, this is a little green thing. I'll take its picture and put it in Discord if he doesn't get eaten by the cat. Okay, so that's where I'm at with her. We found out who the dad was. Um, he's nothing to talk about.
No.
But again, how do you? I mean, how does a mom like? How does he have the kid with no without going to custody? She had to have agreed, obviously.
It must have been a out of court agreement. It had to be because
Do you think maybe it was because she was going to have to go back and live with her mom, and she didn't want to put that much? Like, I was told that he walked out with the kid July 4th of 2021. Or maybe it was an agreement to where he would be better. Well, why would he be better though? Like I don't know. It's just weird to me the whole entire thing.
it surely is. It surely
Right,
is.
Pamela? That's what I do. I was saving mice for a while. I had like I don't know. Did I have three of them, Cass? Three pets for a
Yeah.
couple of days. Yeah, I was saving mice from my cat's mouth. I think I had three different ones. And what I was doing was I set up a little mouse hotel. So after he tortured them for a while and I realized he had a mouse and he would give it to me, I just put him in the little mouse hotel for a couple of days, fed him, let him rest, and then put him back outside. Well, I don't know, Jen. There's the only thing they talk about that is he literally that this 4th of July she didn't celebrate. Oh, there's something on my back. It better not be that green thing. I tell you what.
Please don't.
Uh, got the
Mute
crawlies.
down. Mute down.
Something about he walked out with the kid. They didn't say he lost custody. She didn't say that they had an argument. Just that it was a hard day for her, and he took the kid a year ago.
Yeah, that's
That's
right.
all they say. So of course we went looking for records as far as court records and stuff, but there's
Can't
nothing.
find. Yeah. Well,
Right, Pamela? I do the same thing. I catch moths and I let them outside. I know I'm ridiculous.
Mhm.
I should have just bought decom and called it quits. Instead, they're living in the oven like little and probably Barbie clothes. No, Leslie. No, we were wrong. Yeah, it's all
As
cat
was wrong.
stuff.
Yeah.
I'm only
Yeah.
kidding. Well, I will tell you this though. They definitely looks like they did date maybe back in like 2016, maybe
Yeah.
17. But yeah, I couldn't understand how he could be so cold. But no, Leslie, we know who he is. He's in a. We found Kaz and searched him good tonight on a reverse search out of an article in the UK. Who just happened to show him, which we saw him in the Facebook. But we were kind of thinking that was Ortiz for a little bit.
Mhm.
But nope, it's not. His name is Chris. He lives near the Austin, Texas area, or born, and he's got nothing. I mean, Kaz already scoped out the Facebook and everything. He just seems like a
You
normal guy.
you make me sound like a right stalker.
You are. We're both stalkers. Yeah, Pamela. I know, right? I'm the same way, but I mean, I don't know where the praying mantis went. I mean, hopefully he's behind the curtain. I'm gonna have to catch him. Hey, Dee Dee. Now, Dee Dee, she's not in Discord, is she, Kaz? If
Um,
not, Dee Dee needs. I don't think Dee Dee has the book
no,
club information if she wants to be a part of it.
no,
Dee
it's
Dee,
not on
send
my
us your
list.
email if you want to get involved with the book club. We're starting on Tuesday.
Yeah, she's not on my list.
She's not on my list. At 8 p.m.
Oh,
East-
yeah, Dee Dee. Yes, she is.
Oh.
Yes, she is.
Okay, okay. Who's yelling now? Why you gotta yell in my Prantis ear hole like that?
Sorry.
Ross. Yeah, I think did we email you, Dee Dee? We're trying to get like Gmail doesn't like me. I think I did it though. I'm like, Cass, I think I sent out the email. She's like, well, you missed two. I said, no, I got one email late, but you missed elderly cats. But you got your email, right? Elderly cats? A praying mantis? No, I don't think it's a praying mantis. I think it's a grasshopper. Yeah, no, see,
Grasshopper.
you're wrong, Kaz. I was right. Okay, Dee Dee, I'm going to put the email in chat right now. So, what else with Chrissy's case that we haven't covered that we find absolutely bizarre? Yeah, I'm not letting this one go.
Well, the fact that neither child's birth certificates seem to be registered.
Well, that's not true. We have to find out the laws in Texas as far as registering the
I
birth
did,
certificate.
darling. I did this morning,
Oh,
and they're
okay.
supposed to be put. They aren't.
Well, they are young.
They are. They
Which is
are.
it?
They
Which
are.
Jen? Yeah, Dee Dee, email us and we'll send you the email with the Zoom information,
Yeah, because I barred Ma from going into Google
and we'll
Gmail.
add you to the members' email list. Yeah, she bought. She. I think I copied and pasted like the whole entire body into the subject or into the person it was going to, and Cass kicked me out.
I did.
She was like my. I think she even said my real full name. I was like, whoa, she sounds like my mother now.
Mhm.
Like my
She
real,
does.
not Monkey Mar, like my real full name. I was like listening to her, like, what the hell
Mhm.
is
Mhm.
going on right now?
Yeah.
Yes, Leslie. But what we're talking about is sometimes, we're looking on ancestry because unfortunately we cannot just. I mean, I guess we could get a copy of his birth certificate, but you got to be like a family member or other, and then
Yeah.
you have to explain it. But we don't need that now because we know who the father is.
Yeah.
Like we 100% know that the father is Chris, and he's
Mhm.
much younger than her. You go, girl.
Exactly.
Yep. And I mean, what is he? 33 or 34?
32.
32. Like his brain was just like completely developed, like not even 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Like their brains aren't even fully developed until they're 30.
Mhm. 32.
And he's definitely dad. The kid's there. He can tell he's got the kid. The kid lives with him.
Yes.
But I have to ask, does he have, is he in a relationship with somebody?
Well, if he is, he's not made it public on any media sites.
I mean, because we've already did a drive by his house, and either he's living in a really nice house alone with a basketball hoop, or he's living at home with his parents, which that doesn't seem like it even made sense with that as far as who owns it and everything. I wonder if he does have a relationship. Like, why were
Oh,
him and Chrissy not together? I would love to know that story too. I would love to talk to her best friend.
yeah.
That's who I'm going to reach out to is Lauren Perez. And not now, let her take in losing her best friend. But I would love to know about Chrissy.
Yeah.
I mean, just like Kaz will tell you, I emailed that mother from Texas. I couldn't tell you the city in Texas, but the little 15-year-old girl that was found in the park. Remember, guys, in Texas when Lena went missing? And then that little girl was found in the park stabbed.
Yeah.
Still, nobody knows who did it. Well, I reached out to her mom on Facebook and have you heard anything? I mean, Kaz sees.
I do.
I reach out to a lot of people. They must think I'm crazy behind the scenes.
No.
And then we talked to a man. Oh, I forgot about him. Oh, I feel horrible. That lost his brother, and nobody even cares to look for him because he was on meth. I mean, how sad is that? He's a father of two boys. I mean, I know meth is a horrible thing, and I can't relate to that either because I've never seen it. I'm not even sure I even know anybody who's ever been on it. I mean, what is crystal meth? Is crystal meth the same as meth, or was one like back in the '90s and one's like popular now? Like, I know nothing about that stuff. I just know about marijuana because it's legal in the state that I live in.
Well, crystal meth is.
Think so, Leslie? I mean, well, I would love to hear about Chrissy Powell's story because something's not right. And
Mm,
her best friend has to feel it too. I can't be the only one. And Jen H and a few others that just think the whole story makes sense. Okay, I get that she could have been depressed. I get that she could have been sad. But Mr. Bain was even saying, like, even the Facebook and the mom talking about storing things. I mean, she could have had a snap, right? And just one day, just her brain went unbalanced and she's like, today is the day I'm done, right? I guess. But
mhm.
why? But in the passenger seat, under no shade, in the middle of a parking lot, answering your phone because you're running late to work, having to fight the day before. Nah. Because if you didn't want to be tracked, I'm sure the Apple Watch can be tracked too.
Mm.
So it would make no sense to leave your iPhone at home, but take your Apple Watch if you didn't want to be tracked because you were going somewhere, right?
Well, it depends on how well you know the apps and how the watch works. Because even my sister didn't know that it had a GPS tracking system
Hey,
on her
Nana.
smartwatch.
Nana, I'm still trying to wrap my head around Chrissy. Something's just not right. And we had to clarify who the father of the 3-year-old was because we had that wrong. And oh, it's Jim the PI. I have to call you back. I'm live.
I want to be on the show to talk about my
Goodbye.
meth problem.
Goodbye.
Hello, I have a meth problem. I can tell you the difference.
They're all listening to you,
I
Jesus.
don't care.
Hey, Chisme, your boy's on the
Meth
phone.
is distilled. It's more
He's
potent.
such an asshole. Oh, shit. I needed that lap, but it wasn't who I wanted it to be.
I know. Yeah, Leslie P, I agree. Even if a story all ends up making sense, any loved ones in pain would appreciate those who care about those they lost.
He does, Leslie P. I think he's got the hots for me. I'm just not sure yet. I'm only kidding. I'm only.
I know. I know.
I have a better half in my life. I just don't talk about my personal life, but yeah, I'm good.
All right, Miss Ma, I need to run away.
Too. All right, guys. So Discord, I'm opening up a Chrissy Powell room because I just got to talk about this more and more and more and more and more with people that want to talk about it because Cass is ready to kill me, and just is like, ah. All right, guys. Thank you for coming in, Cass. Thank you as always.
Thank you, my darling.
We're gonna send you an email tonight. I can't
Thank
handle
you.
anything. I just got
No.
finished watching the Parkland shooter trial, and oh, I couldn't even breathe for 3 days listening to the parents' impact statements. It was horrible. All
Oh,
right, guys, stay safe, keep your baby safe, and stay vigilant. Yeah, Nan, I'm having a difficult time trying to wrap my head around the fact that she was in the passenger seat, slumped over. Now she's slumped over, and now the new CC only talks about her car and nobody getting in or out. I'm starting to wonder if she was slumped over on the ride to the plaza.
mm.
Something is wrong. All right, guys, have a good weekend. Hey,
Thank you,
Susan.
Mugs.
All right, bye, Susan. Bye, guys. Bye.
Bye.